So if I don't tell you I vetoed it, then you guys will never know.
So what you're saying is there's possibly great movies that you vetoed. Possibly
No,
great
there's
movies.
probably better movies than this I vetoed that you guys probably don't know about.
Let's phrase it correctly. You vetoed potentially good merchandising from bad jokes.
That okay.
You know what? Okay, that's
pretty accurate.
Right.
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm prepping for this. Talking about this movie.
Oh, it's not going to be that bad.
Oh man, that's super fair. Well, I got to do one more thing real quick, and I'm ready to go. All right.
We're recording.
For those of you not watching,
brothers, sisters, gender resistors, I don't give a shit about nothing about anything anymore. Mentally, my brain is still up on a fucking mountain, not back into reality.
That's fair. You had a really good weekend, and that made you watch this shit.
Yeah, I avoided this. We watched what was it? Part 3?
Yeah, Mobile Gundam 3
Encounters in Space
from 1982.
Encountered these nuts in their face. I think it's more like it because holy shit. So like, okay,
it definitely seemed like any person that Amuro met that wasn't Frau Rowe, he wanted to get in bed with, and that included Char.
No, there was definitely some intense sexual frustration between Amuro and Char.
Yeah.
There was very legitimate homoerotic shit happening in this one.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because I'm pretty sure back in this time, homosexuality was like not.
It was a taboo. Yeah, I mean it's the 80s, so that was still kind of like
especially
you don't talk about it,
especially in Japan.
Right.
Yeah. Now, real quick, did you all watch this with the subtitles provided?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were not lining up at all.
Yeah, they were pretty bad.
I think so. Not only were they not lined up, they weren't even real. Like none of it was actually shit that they were saying.
So I think what it was is it was the actual English subbed version. So when it actually came out, it was Japanese.
Yeah,
and then when it came over here, it was
what you're seeing on the bottom of the screen, and the reason why people are always saying that subbed is better than dubbed is because usually the stuff on the bottom of the screen is more accurate to the Japanese that's going on than what American audiences want to hear the characters say.
It was like reading and watching two different movies at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the subtitles were objectively darker. Like some of the shit they were saying was when it wasn't just like random symbols because they didn't really understand why that was happening much. It was like, and I don't mean like Japanese lettering symbols. I mean like it was like greater than sign / asterisks for like no reason, and like
that was them making emojis of their faces.
Is that what that was supposed to be? Okay, that makes sense.
A few of the times the words were like jumbled together, so you had one long string of words.
Look, somebody probably did the subtitles on it for free.
Again, this was probably the subtitles that came with the original release from the 80s. If you recall, this was dubbed in the 2000s. So it's the 80s version, but with the 2000s dub. Why? I don't know.
It was not good. And also the 2000s, not good, man. Like, all right. Everyone, before we rip this apart, everyone has to say one nice thing about it. I think we have to do that technically.
I really like the action. The action was better in this one than it was in the
objectively, there was literally more war, which was good.
I really liked when the blonde dude, Slager, punched what's-her-face's ex-fiance.
Holy shit! Okay, so
I slapped her right afterwards. Mirai.
I mean, true.
Mirai.
Yeah,
okay.
Mirai.
I have questions about that. Did he slap is one of the women that he slapped the one that he then gives the ring to?
Yep.
Yes.
And was
It's
that was the same?
Yeah, it's the same one. How apparently slapping her got her attracted to him.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, because there are a couple different relationships in this movie that just spawn out of nowhere,
right?
And like, because originally Bright was like had a
all
heart
about
on Mirai.
Yep.
And then that just completely goes away after he does this thing where he's like, "Oh, there's somebody here that loves you," and she's like, "Who?" And he's like,
"Well." But so that apparently, because we saw that in the actual 2-minute previews previously on versus the 7 minutes from last time, they talked about that, how she had a fiance in the last movie.
Yeah.
And in the last movie, Bright and Mirai had some sort of relationship. Not sure, but apparently there was something there. And so, yeah, like they're obviously when her fiance or love interest, whatever, shows up, and they are like, "Oh, look, we actually have something again," but they really don't, because they haven't seen each other in forever.
No, he was just trying to force something onto her.
Yes, he's pushing it because apparently that's the thing to do.
I think in the 80s, I think in like 70s, 80s Japan culture, that was probably a lot more acceptable.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say acceptable, but it was a lot more of what they did. Because if I recall correctly, we get a lot of memes about non-consensual things from Japan, and they have a lot of anime had a lot of non-consensual stuff in it.
I think they still do.
Yeah,
but yeah, then you've got that relationship. Then you had the
Amuro and Lala,
which, I mean, him meeting her, okay, that's fine. Like, there's a spark
but
there.
But then them becoming like these destined to be together, but
star-crossed
enemies, like out of nowhere. Because, like, dude, I get it. He met her. She had these really pretty eyes. He had this. He's like, sup.
Yeah, there was a spark. Like, that makes sense. But then, yeah, it becomes apparent that she is actually in love with Char. Because
no, she's not in love with Char.
She's in love with Char. Char doesn't love her.
That's right. Okay. But Char would have been down for a threesome with her and Amuro if they could have fit her Gundam between their Gundams.
I think so, yes.
Okay. Because, I mean, when her Gundam gets between there, Amuro does blast the belly out of it. So
you're not wrong. He stabs that really hard.
And at one point in time, Char does throw.
Don't worry about it, Joe. Just don't worry about it.
Char does slide, 7 hard inches into Amuro. So I mean,
I thought Amuro did that to Lala.
No. Afterwards.
Okay, no, soft inches. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. And Amuro did try to, stick it in Char's face. So, like,
and then yeah, that was weird.
But that was after they had their really homoerotic, like, face to face. I thought they were gonna kiss. I wanted them to kiss.
I literally was like, they stabbed each other, and then they had their face masks together. I'm like, all right, kiss.
Yeah,
I literally said that out loud.
Why didn't they kiss? They could have kissed.
Well, the face masks were in the way.
But they could have kissed the face mask, and it would have all the tension would have went out. They would have realized they didn't hate each other. They just wanted to fuck each other.
Even Salah shows up and it's like, you guys are actually really alike. You guys actually are on the same side and all this and all that, and they just want to be on the same side of the same bed, I guess.
He his buggy broke down or something. I'll be completely honest.
Yes.
Joey, this is the kind of love and dedication I have for our fans,
and I appreciate
you in any conceivable way. That's fair. I fucking tried, man. I tried to follow what was going on, and I just couldn't. My brain couldn't make any sense.
Don't blame this on your brain, Chuck. Blame this on the fact that none of this story was cohesive at all. They jumped around so much, and there were so many random, half tie-in, half, his dad coming back. Got pulled into outer space.
He was in a suit when he got blown into outer space.
Sure.
So he could have obviously survived. But again, why? How?
Why bring him back at all?
What was the point of bringing him back?
Yes, that's it.
He was bonk. He was crazy.
Yes, but I'm saying, what was the point of having him in at all? He died. He could have just stayed dead. Because then we get this whole Amuro's tragic, oh, my whole family was terrible and I never loved him, but this is my real family.
I did love that. He saw his dad from across the way. His dad gets on the bus. Amuro goes chasing after the bus. It goes like, I don't know, 2 blocks, maybe. And so Amuro basically ran after it the entire time. And I'm just like, so why did his dad get on the bus? He could have walked.
Because he's lazy.
Yeah, obviously.
He probably has a free bus pass because of his brain condition.
Yeah, maybe.
But also, like, when they're on that planet or whatever the hell, Section 6, Sector 6?
I wasn't.
Whatever.
Side 6.
Side 6, there we go. And he's like, oh, here looks like a good spot to rest. And it's just some random person's house that he gets out of his car to stand in front of.
Which, I mean, he's driving on his buggy, and apparently the buggy doesn't have a roof, so he's driving in the rain.
No, he wasn't getting wet until he got out of it.
Wait, okay.
I don't know how that worked.
I don't know, but it was raining, and that's why he said he needed to rest.
But he just pulls up to this random house, creeps on the front porch, and then, like, here's the girl, Lala, talking on the other side. And then walks around there and then just stares at her like a mental case on the freaking like he'd never seen a freaking girl before.
Well, none that pretty, apparently.
That's not what he was telling old what's her face that died jumping out of the Gundam.
Oh, Miranda.
So she didn't have to deal with him anymore.
Yeah,
I've gone back and I've realized that's what happened. She could have survived that, but she was like, that kid's gonna try to dick me down. And I don't want to deal with that at all. And she's like, fuck this, and she peaced out. And then Lala was like, I could have Amuro, or I could get my belly blasted out and die and not have to deal with him or Char.
But see, she wanted both though. She wanted both, but Amuro didn't want to share Lala with Char at that time. He didn't realize he could have also had both.
That's true, and Char didn't want to share Amuro, so it makes sense,
right? Because Char didn't care about Lala. He just wanted to use Lala.
I mean, he did as a shield.
Right.
Quicksilvered her.
Ooh. And then they would go back to the relationship with Mirai and Slager. Which,
sorry.
Makes no sense.
Makes no sense. Like he punches her ex-fiance, right? Which was hilarious. I actually love that, especially how he floated across and like hits the ship, and he's just laying there like all like, and then he throws his glasses over to him.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny. But then like after he slaps her around because she's talking back to her ex-fiance, and he's like, "Here, boy, this is how you do it. You slap her around so she knows you're boss. See." And then after that, she's like, "You are the boss. I love you." And he's like, here's a ring. I'm gonna go die now.
Yeah. The minute he gave her the ring, I'm like, oh, this boy's dead. It's trope.
Yeah. So there's a part back when like Chuck was talking about like Amuro and Shaw, when Shaw helps him hitch up the buggy to pull it out of the mud. There's a part where they are talking to each other and all of the audio cut out for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they didn't have the subtitles either.
Right.
So I have no idea what the hell was said right there, and it annoyed the piss out of me.
I think it's just that version I shared with you guys. It could have been one of the other versions on YouTube that probably had it in there. I don't know. I didn't feel like checking out any of the other ones because it also, I think there's like 1 or 2 other scenes that also cut out at some point in time.
But it was frustrating because it seemed like they were about to say something important, and then it just completely cut out. And then it goes down to Amuro's knee that's all muddy from in the mud. And I'm like, did Shaw just tell him that he's all dirty and he needs to go clean himself up or something? Like, what's going on here?
Who knows? Also, when did Shaw become a new type?
When they realized that he needed to be a new type for this part to work out.
Okay.
Also, like when did Shaw become like friends with the whole family of people that he's trying to kill now?
Oh, he's always been friends with them.
Has he?
Yeah, that's
because I know
he was friends with the one kid, the
brother, younger one that he killed in the first movie,
right?
But and they were. I thought they weren't friends. I just thought they went to school together and they didn't really like each other.
That's where friends are most of the time.
Oh,
can't confirm. Yeah.
Shout out to Pony for not watching the show.
Exactly.
Biggest fan.
But yeah, no, like I feel like I thought like that made sense. That tracks. But having what Kycelia, is that her name? Kycelia, being the one who's like, yeah, I've always like when you found out I was who I was and you never turned me in, like that was weird. Like how did you know I'm an enemy of your family. You know I'm probably going to try and kill you at some point in time.
Wait, which one's Kycelia?
The one that had the face mask.
Oh, okay, the sister.
Purple face, yeah, the sister. The one that kills her brother after he kills their dad.
That is a really great like shot through the head, though.
Right? Also, how that shot didn't blow a hole through the hull of the ship was interesting.
It lost momentum after it blew through the back of his head.
Mm.
But not as good of a shot as when Shaw takes her out and blows her whole head off.
Right?
Like,
okay, so like that's like awesome. My one nice thing to say about this was that was pretty badass.
That was
like
rad
that was cold. Like I thoroughly enjoyed that. I also got confused because he makes a promise to what's her nuts? His sister, was it his sister?
Sayla,
no,
yeah.
Sayla.
Artesia, how he says it, yeah.
Yeah, that he would wear a normal suit.
Oh no, that was Layla. He made the promise to.
Oh, Layla.
Which,
yeah.
Lala.
Whatever.
Lala. Yeah. And then I thought he jumped in his fucking suit, his mobile suit, without a regular suit on, and I was like, "Wow, what a fucking dick!" He made that promise. I don't know. Also, okay, wait, hold on 1 second. Though, because like, Amuro and Char are like supposed to be mortal enemies, but there's like a lot of sexual tension between them.
Right. Oh, it's the enemies turned lovers thing. It's all the craze and,
or like they hated each other, but they kind of were friends. Was this like a thing of just being like, yeah, the Nazi wasn't so bad? Because, like, he kind of weirdly does some, like, stuff in this where you're kind of like, oh, they kind of make him more human in this, and he's not just a military fascist soldier all of a sudden.
I think what happened was they decided that everybody liked him too much to keep him as a bad guy, so they had to try to turn him back into a good guy. And then they made the Hitler reference to the brother that gets his face blasted out. His dad is like, you know who else was like you? Adolf Hitler.
Funny and the guy's that's actually literally the second Hitler reference in a futuristic story I listened to or read in like the weekend. I had just listened to Dune Messiah, and they also had a reference to like Genghis Khan and Hitler and that. So that was very interesting. But no, you're not wrong.
We actually had a general with a Hitler mustache in this too, though.
Right, we did.
Which is just so crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like then I was hoping Brad Pitt was going to show up and still carve a fucking Swazi in the fucking kid's head.
You can just take their uniform off and go on like you were never.
Because like he did war crimes. He did a ton of atrocities. Now he gets a Darth Vader ending.
Well, but you also have to remember, I don't think he.
I mean, that is an actual Darth Vader ending though, because Darth Vader also did war crimes, and he literally was a horrible, terrible person. But the last little bit of redemption turned him into a good guy. So technically, he did get the Vader treatment.
I didn't see Char as a good guy though at the end. Like
absolutely. When he blasted the princess's head off, he was like the best guy right then and there.
Fair.
Yeah, but like he's the reason why the Federation was going to lose.
Yeah.
True.
And he knew that.
Right. Yes.
So like, yeah, okay, if we are supposed to be watching this from the perspective of the Resistance or Rebels or whatever the fuck they were called in this
Federation.
I thought the Federation. Wait, who were the good guys?
Federation's the good guys. Zeons were.
Oh, Zeons. Okay. So the Zeons lose. Sorry, the Zeons lose. Or the Zeons are going to lose if the new captain or commander or whatever she was captured or killed or whatever.
Yeah, so she was trying to escape,
right?
And then the other guys are going to surrender because if she got captured, then the Zeons would lose
because she was the last of their house.
Yeah,
right.
Which because Char had taken out.
Fuck, what's his name's kid that escaped? I guess.
What?
So the one guy that from the Salmon ship.
Oh, the other brother.
Yeah, the other brother from earlier, who sent his wife and child away. That's still part of the house technically.
But I thought that they were in that ship with what's his face when he got his head blown off.
No, he got all the his whole family escaped.
Oh,
wait, didn't they?
I thought he sent them back to the ship to be with the main fleet.
I don't know anymore.
It doesn't matter because it's all irrelevant. But on the plus side, Amuro saves the day again by using his magical new type powers to talk to everybody in their heads and have them meet at the exact places they needed to meet at the exact time because he just now knows everything in the universe.
He's a Jedi.
Oh yeah. This is I guess Star Wars technically stole it from them, but this is crazy Star Wars.
No, other way around. Star Wars was out before this.
Was it? I thought we figured it was the other way around.
I thought the first release came out in '79.
Well, the movie. Well, hold on. The movie came out in '81. First movie came out in '81. The show, though. Let's see here. Mobile Suit Gundam. Because you gotta remember, this is based off of the show.
Yeah, well, it is the show. It's just chopped up into little pieces and redistributed in no consecutive order.
Which I think was came out in '79.
Okay.
So but Star Wars came out in '77. So
yeah, that's what I said. This got it from Star Wars, not the other way around.
Right. Okay. I thought it was my bad.
So when they go into the neutral zone and they duct tape their guns closed,
did I miss that part?
They took red tape and covered up the gun ports with it, and they're like, "We put seals on all of your guns, so if you use them, we'll know." It's like, oh, guess we can't get the guns out because they're taped down. Oh no.
I mean, I think if I am not mistaken, that was a thing.
But
during one of the wars, I just don't remember which one.
Sure, but that's on Earth back in the day. This is in space, and they couldn't have just put a note on there that was yes, we'll be able to detect if you use your guns.
There's also space in the future where I'm pretty sure they would have some device that could detect if they use the guns.
Exactly.
They got freaking mobile suits,
Got freaking lasers.
I did like though I think one of the Zeon warrior troops who was what does it say here? Neutral zone be damned. He's gonna go in and start firing on the Federation as they're trying to leave neutral zone.
Yeah, so they're both in.
But he doesn't even fire a damn thing. He doesn't get in there. And then when the Federation gets out of neutral zone, they start firing at them when when the rest of the Zeon warships immediately exit neutral zone, and that general is all pissed off because we're still in neutral zone, we can't do anything. It's you're about ready to commit a war crime, dude. You're pissed off about them taking advantage of you.
That's because it was his thing. They took his shtick, man.
I guess.
I wanted to commit war crimes. I wanted to.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
It's not good. Yeah. Oh,
so did all the little kids also become new types then?
The little kids, they must have.
3 little kids,
because they could tell when Amuro was getting ready to leave the
or
directing him through the ship, and maybe
I think it's just like the Jedi. Like as it expands, we find out that like yeah, anybody can actually just be a Jedi.
Yeah, like how they like started saying that Han Solo had like Jedi abilities.
Yeah, like
I didn't say Han had Jedi
everybody is force sensitive, kind
Yeah.
of thing. Well, so like I wonder if like that's the theory is like if they so like they're like
Like the
so
more
like
they use their powers, the better they get.
or like the more they're exposed to it, like radiation. You know what I mean? Like the stronger they potentially get.
The more you're around it, the more it
yeah
opens up in you or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was a great talk. So Joy, what's the kill count?
Oh, shut up.
You know what's super crazy though? Like, okay, so this the animation looked a lot cleaner.
It did.
Yeah,
and
it looked like they probably redid a lot of it, or this was like a later season where they had a bigger budget. So they then chopped the show together.
But I will also say that they used a lot of the same scenes over and over again in the fight.
I did notice that too.
Like a lot.
Yeah, but that's just animation, man. Like,
yeah, I know, but like sometimes it didn't make any sense because it's like, oh, we don't know where he's firing from, and then it's the exact same scene of firing, and then we can't keep a track of him, and then it's the same exact scene of firing, and it's like he hasn't moved or all of space in this whole battle looks the same no matter which way you look at it from.
Yeah, I don't understand. I still don't get. They haven't done anything new to the Gundam.
No.
Apparently,
they still can't fucking advance their technology, despite the fact that there was one of the Federation's commanders was like, they are much more technologically advanced than we are. Yet they still can't fucking figure out this goddamn Gundam.
Well, that's because Amuro put that new piece in there that his dad gave him.
That's a good point. I forgot about that.
But they did have other, like the one Gundam or the one ship that Lala was driving. That was that the one? No, the one that Char had at the end.
The telekinetic one.
Yeah, like that one was a little bit more powerful than the other Gundams.
Why doesn't my Gundam have legs? It doesn't need legs, sir. It'll be in space flying around.
Yeah,
I want legs.
So like they had the Zeons had, mobile suits that actually were a little more powerful than the Gundam. Just the Gundam had the Gundam had the ability to have better mobility in space.
The Federation had one Gundam, and then they had the cannons, the gun
cannons. But they
didn't even have. Where did the gun tank go? We didn't get to see that at all in this movie.
I think they made that into the gun cannon, like the second gun cannon, because there was two gun cannons.
Yeah.
In this one.
There was like a bunch more.
Well, no, they made a bunch of like different, like somewhere between a gun cannon and a Gundam. They had a bunch of those.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I just thought they were just like Mach 2 of like gun cannon or whatever.
Something
but
like
they didn't
yeah.
have cannons anymore, so they literally just had. Were they called gun defenders or something like that?
I think they were called
something
Gundams, and they were just useless.
I don't know. They were using swords and shit and cutting up dudes for like a hot second. I did. Oh, by the way, this movie is slightly more enjoyable when you watch it at 1.5 times speed because the plot actually moves a little faster.
I tried.
I did fast forward a lot when I was watching it. So
yeah, 1.5 speed did make it enjoyable because also not intentionally comedic. And I don't mean it as in like it's sped up so it sounds funny. It's sped up so the delivery is just very like I don't know, almost British humor. It's just like very dry but fast, like quippy. And it was very, very funny. But at one point, Char's like, what am I supposed to do? This thing doesn't even have legs. And the other one was like, oh, it doesn't matter. We like legs are just for show at this point anyway. So like, just get in it, go. It's like, oh, okay. I thought his new thing was cool. I liked that the head detached.
Yeah,
that was kind of neat.
Also, when did the Gundam get a detachable ship in its leg?
It's always been a detachable ship. Like the ship in the, according to what Wikipedia, or not Wikipedia, what I saw online, the ships that like Sala would drive, that is the basis of all of their mechs. And then they build on top of that. So
I was curious because I'd never seen that before, but like at the end of it, when his Gundam gets all blasted to shit, and then he like goes there and pulls a lever, and then a ship just pops out of the Gundam.
Yeah, so that is what the similar ship to what Sala was flying around. Like that's like the base model, and then they add on top of that to build the Gundam or the gun cannon or the gun damager or whatever the hell it was called.
The Gundam fighters.
Yeah. Apparently, according to the trivia, you guys are talking about asking what footage they reused for this one. Apparently, this was 70% new animation.
70?
Oh, 70%.
The
first movie was all used like existing footage. The second one was 30% new animation. This one was 70% new animation.
I mean, it is noticeable.
It was good.
It's noticeable. It's noticeable when they use the old footage too, because it did look rougher.
Right.
It seemed like a lot of the time it was when it was just maybe talking segments with like Amuro specifically or something. I don't know. A lot of the eyes change, like the detail of the eyes changed. I noticed. So,
like giving them color and stuff, and
or just like actually finishing them.
Yeah.
Well, like Mirai only ever had like the pupils.
Yeah, she's only ever had dots.
All three.
Right.
It's because she's actually an alien life form, and she's just a Ditto pretending to be a human.
Perhaps.
Sure.
That's how Dittos work. They only have the little dot eyes instead of the normal Pokemon eyes. That's how you can tell when one's a Ditto and one's a real Pokemon.
Sure.
You would know about that, Joe.
I know what a Ditto is. I may not like Pokemon, but I know what a Ditto is. I did laugh when Amuro comes running into the bridge, yelling, "Melting and evaporating." They're melting and evaporating when he has that vision of the sun.
The what? The sun gun.
Yeah.
Now Star Wars did steal that from them.
Yeah.
Star Wars definitely stole that from them in the
new stuff
post the like post trilogy or whatever.
The sequel trilogy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. So that one was interesting. I also found it interesting that the Gundam still operated when Amuro was out of it. Like
he was using his brain to control the handles.
Yeah, he was doing
new type shit, Joey. Okay,
I guess. And then I also laughed when Sala just like ditched her ship, just like she's flying, and then all of a sudden she's like, "I've got to go see what's going on with my brother," and just jumps out of her ship and lets her ship crash. I think at that point, no, because it got damaged when she was fighting Lala before, so that was like
her brother damaged it.
No, that was 2 fights ago. That was like
was it?
Yeah, this wasn't the final battle, but like in the final battle, during the fight, like she just jumps out of her ship and then goes into the big base.
I watched this over a 3-day period, so I had a real hard time remembering.
I watched it over a 2-day period, so I understand. Is that everything I got? Oh, my last note is actually all the way back at the beginning, talking with Slegger again. I'm just not very good at following a woman's lead.
Yeah,
that's from Lieutenant Slegger.
Yeah, that's why he had to put her in her place by slapping her around. That's what he told the dude. He's like, "Look, you can't let a woman tell you what to do. Look at me. I'm tall. I'm blonde. I'm gonna slap this woman around." That's what happens when you slap a woman around. You die. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Keep that in mind. Non-consensual beating your woman around. Oh.
Right.
So, anyways, Joey, what's the kill count?
Yes. Do you have anything else? Chuck, you got anything else?
No, put me out of my fucking misery. Man.
Okay, cool. So we got the kill count of 113. I might have missed a couple. Chances are I probably did.
I mean, a full-scale war at 113 just again, if we have to, if we're applying this correctly to population, Batman still fucking top tier here.
Now, yeah,
we're talking space,
right. And one of them did commit patricide, so
yeah.
That's true. It is also super interesting. The fact that like this is supposed to be what planets and colonies,
and they're satellite colonies around Earth,
right? Yeah, it feels so small. Is it just me?
No, it really.
It's like it's one family versus like a group of. It's Red Dawn. It's literally it's Red Dawn. It's Russia versus just a group of friends,
but in reverse.
Right.
Yeah, I know. It's just I don't know.
And yet,
granted, I also always felt that way about Star Wars. It's just like, how did all of this happen? So we're like, it always felt like if this is supposed to be a vast universe with tons of a galaxy far, far away, and there was all these other planets and systems and this and everything else, how small and close everything ended up being.
Right.
No, I agree with Chuck 100% on that, because there are a lot of times we're like, oh, yes, we've got to go to the edge of the known galaxy to do this. And then like 10 seconds later, oh, look, we're back in the capital.
Now, that's why I like the Clone Wars show, because they actually went all around the galaxy.
True. The Clone Wars show was a gem. Like,
and they focused on more than just Anakin and Obi-Wan. They had other characters.
Yeah. And maybe that's what it is like there is no focus on anything else happening around. It's always the focus of Char and Amuro's.
Well, yeah, it's the Skywalker saga. I mean, it's the Chamuro.
It's the hero's journey, but
yeah, we got to call it
Char.
I think their relationship name is Chamuro.
Their ship name, you mean?
Their ship name. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not hip to the new lingo there.
Bryce, nobody says that, Joe. Nobody's.
Well, I do. We also have a limb count.
Joey's just saying that he ships them, okay?
Yeah. We have a limb count of 11.
Ooh, 11 limbs.
With 4 heads, 5 arms, and 2 legs. That breaks down to Char's Gelug arm, the red armor.
Yeah.
Char's Zeon arm, the second, I guess the second arm or arm to both of them.
Dude just can't stay armed.
Gundam's arms, he lost both of those. Gundam's head, the Zeon head, Gundam's leg, Gundam's head, Gundam's gun cannon head
and legs
and leg. No, wait, that was Gundam leg. Gun cannon head. Sorry.
I thought the gun cannon lost its legs too, though.
It did. I said Gundam head already.
Oh, okay.
I had it written down wrong.
Gotcha.
And then Caecilia's head.
Yeah.
Was the last one.
Yeah.
Save the best for last.
Again. Oh, you forgot the. Oh, well, I guess he. Never mind. She just shot through his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just right through the forehead. Well, back of the head, through the forehead.
Ooh, have we brought up the concept of like eviscerating? Like the head really wasn't removed; it was just vaporized. Does that count as a removal of a limb?
If you watch, it actually blasts it off and then vaporizes.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Oh,
yeah. Her head goes. It hits her head. It goes back. You see it rip off, and then it disintegrates.
Yeah.
That's what made it so badass.
It was really cool.
Yeah, it was, you know, it was so cool because it was slightly jarring because we hadn't really had violence like that.
Yes, well, like to that caliber on a person.
Yeah,
right.
Like we've been watching mobile suits blow up, but who fucking cares?
blow up, get their
and then,
limbs cut off.
Half hour before, we just had her kill her own brother. Like before that, 20 minutes before that, we had him kill their dad. Like this family's killing each other left and right, and then all of a sudden, bam, a bazooka through the window, blasting her head off. Like shit.
Cool. Also, how
Char gets killed a week.
I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna question it. But I did not understand how he was able to shoot that bazooka through the window when there was literally blaster and war going around. You know what I mean? Like, was he under the shield then, or something?
So that was in the giant mountain ship base thing.
Yeah.
That was a smaller ship trying to leave. He was still in the ship itself, the giant ship.
Yeah, hers was an escape pod type of thing.
No, yeah, I know. I just don't understand how that wasn't strong enough to withstand a.
Because it wasn't a battleship. It was just like her personal cruiser type of deal.
Yeah, it was just it was similar to the ships that.
Okay, yes, I understand what you're saying. I'm saying I don't understand their technology, because that would mean that if anything fucking hit the front of that shuttle cruiser escape pod is fucking useless.
Yeah, so that's very similar to our own.
It took a singular bazooka shot of a human-sized bazooka. How did she think she was going to make it out of there alive when there are Gundam-sized bazookas going off all around her?
Because I think, unlike today, most sides in war actually honor civilians, and they don't actually shoot at them, civilian ships. So they actually will let them go. But today's war, they actually shoot at civilians because they don't care.
Israel.
Well, fuck ICE too. So
Yeah.
But I mean,
fuck all the rich people. I don't know. We ran out of people to go on.
Yeah, well, it's not literally our weekly thing anymore. No, that's honestly, I don't know.
Fuck all the old white guys who are being kept alive on machines. Because I'm sure by the time
allegedly,
I guarantee you, by the time this fucking comes out, he's still fucking hooked up to a machine.
Let's see what does this.
I will put $1 on it. I will a gentleman's bet. You know what? Standard work bet, Joe. Standard work bet. Yep. Loser blows the winner. He will still be on. He'll still be alive.
By the time this episode comes out, in theory, that special election would have already passed, so they could announce that he'd be dead.
I'm just saying.
So
I'm just saying.
Speaking of dead and dying senators. Did you hear that the other one that passed away, it might not have been what they said it was? He might have been taken out.
No. We can talk about that off mic. Let's talk about that off mic.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, we're finally got good shit to talk about. What the fuck, man?
Because let's just end this shit, okay?
All right, so bingo. We've got government interference, comic logic, ID revealed to an enemy, unexplainable science, product placement, nudity, misogyny, possibly reformed bad guy because Shaw kind of takes out the enemies. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, I guess. Hero kills, villain monologue, sexual innuendos, and I think that's it. I gotta admit, I didn't pay attention to a lot of what was going on, so I could have missed something. Oh, dead parents.
Yeah, there was actually a lot of dead parents on this one. That's super fair.
So, Chuck, what's our goddamn, or whatever you want to call it? I don't know.
1 out of 5. It looked a little bit better.
That's fair.
It's just crazy to think about. In 10 years, we get Akira. You know what I mean? Like in 10 years, we get Akira. That's nuts, man.
That is pretty wild.
And realistically speaking, it took them 10 years to make that. So like they're working on Akira right now.
Yeah, maybe that's why Akira looked so good. Is because they took that much time to work on it instead of just throwing it together in like 6 months with a piece of duct tape.
Yeah.
So not a Muppet. I'm going with Slager because him punching the dude was funny, but him punching the dude as a Muppet would be even funnier.
Yeah, I would agree to that one. Yeah, Slayer.
I like Char because him just going and killing all Muppets was just kind of fun. Or blowing the head off of a Muppet is kind of cool.
Or hear me out. All the new types are Muppets.
Okay.
And their special powers come because they've got a hand inside of them that tells them what to do. Because the body towards the hand is reading the script and knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Sure. I'm not proud.
All right, Chuck, what's your score?
All right.
Out of 10.
Oh, cool. All right.
But you don't need all 10. You really only need like the first 2.
And not even. All right. Is this a Gundam movie? Yeah, it held up to the same caliber of which I had to experience the first 2. You realistically, I think you could probably just watch the third one. Like if you're gonna watch, because they do a recap of everything that happened prior. If
all
you're
the
gonna
important stuff, yeah.
Yeah, like they do. Once again, we got an entire movie of like no context, but they do a fucking like they give you like a this time what was it 2 minutes, 3 minutes,
2 minutes,
versus like the 12 minutes in the original.
Yeah, I actually had to rewind because I thought it was going to be another 7-minute recap, and then I got into it. I'm like, wait, I don't know what's going on. I had to go back.
Yeah,
and then realized that I didn't know it was going on and still didn't have to go back.
That being said, I still didn't like this. I didn't think it was great. I know that this means I think I've said it on every episode so far. I know this means a lot to people. I just don't think it's this version that means a lot to people. I think if you're telling me this is your favorite Gundam,
you've never watched it.
This is the only Gundam you watched. B, you watched this at a very young age, so you have nostalgia of seeing something cool when you were very young, and you didn't watch Batman or Spider-Man yet. Which, by the way, when you go back and rewatch Spider-Man, you want to talk about reusing animations.
Oh yeah, no, I knew that when I watched it as a kid.
Right?
Yeah, they were using clips that weren't even part of the like that episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, but it is. I'm glad it's over. I'll say that much. I'm happy it's over.
We're done.
And we're done for a while. And we probably, I think we may end up enjoying the other Gundams because they will have the formula kind of worked out and it'll make a lot more sense, hopefully.
I mean, this is the bar low enough to.
Yeah, I'm going to hold off on some of the other Gundam movies for a while, but we will probably pick up a few of them maybe next year sometime.
Yeah. That being said, I didn't enjoy this. It was a slog, even at 1.5 speed, which I started it yesterday and I had to remind myself that I had to watch it, finish it, and I still had an hour or something. And Dude, it was bad.
I had an hour and a half last night, and I'm like, fuck. I started watching at 8:30. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
I attempted to watch it on Friday. I watched 10 minutes on Friday. I watched almost an hour of it on Saturday and then finished the rest of it yesterday because I forgot that we weren't podcasting yesterday until you said something about it.
I was
rushing through.
I had a great time on the mountain. It was amazing. It was a much needed weekend. I had a bunch of rest and relaxation. Okay. And I came home and my mom had flooded the basement trying to do a load of laundry.
Fuck.
And I said, well, if I'm going to be this annoyed, I might as well put on the Gundam movie. So I soaked up the water and had to shop vac it and mop it and set up fans and dehumidifiers. Luckily, it wasn't bad. She has flooded it way worse. Okay. It was only on the laundry side. This is also a forgettable movie. I'm never it didn't draw my attention, and I also didn't hate it enough to rage watch it. I'm gonna say 2.20. No, that's it. This is 2.20.
Oh, that's just a 2.2, Chuck. You don't even need to put the 0 on the end of that.
Yeah, well, but I always go 2 digits.
Okay.
1. Ronald.
Anyway.
Oh, Ronald's dying.
All right, so I did like this one a little bit better than the last one, mostly just because the fight scenes were significantly better, even with the reused footage. I got really bored watching it, obviously, because it was kind of tedious. I don't know. It wasn't really. I don't know. I gave it a 1.319.
That's fair.
I mean, it's just like, it's not
legitimately it's fair.
Yeah, it's just not anything that I'm probably ever going to watch again, ever.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine people who like this. I don't know.
It also might be a product of its time, where like it wasn't necessarily that the show was good. It's just that it was something that they hadn't gotten, or like, you know, it got over here to America and people had been building the Gundam models for so long that they're like, I have to like this show because I have spent so much of my life and money putting these models together that this is good, whether it's good or not.
Not only is it a product of its time, I think it's also a product of people who watch the show and it's like, I want to watch the show, but I don't want to watch however many episodes. I'll watch the 3 movies.
Yeah.
You know, I'll watch 7 hours of the show versus the 50, 60, 70 episodes, however many episodes it is.
Yeah.
I also do legitimately think that people probably say, well, this is the first one and the thing that I like came from this.
Right.
So I have to be like, yeah, I respect it for what it is, but putting it on the pedestal that people do, I don't see it.
Right. Because like looking at IMDb, this one, IMDb gave it its average is 7.5.
No fucking way.
Yes, the average is 7.5. The first one was 7. First one was 7.0, second one was 7.1. So like there's a fan base for these movies.
Yeah. Neckbeards live in their mom's basement.
And I mean, just kind of going through the rest of these, like they're all 7s, 8s. There's a 6 right there. Like the lowest one's a 6.4. I'm seeing right now. So like they're averaging good.
It's ratings. People who really like the show and can't rate the show, so they just rate the movies to the. You know, it's like, oh well, I like the show and this is essentially the show, so I'm just gonna give it a score. Yeah.
But speaking of giving it a score,
so I like this about as much as I like the second one. The action was a lot better, but the movie itself, the dialogue and what we have for story is worse. I think nothing's there. And the stuff that we did get is just dumb. It makes 0 sense. Like we were talking about with like how the relationships just kind of came about out of nothing. But then you supplement that with a shit ton of awesome action scenes. So I'm not going to say it evens itself out, but to me it kind of does. But yeah. So the action scenes definitely helped out for me. I gave this a 4.003.
Crazy.
Right. I gave the other one a 4.004. So like I said,
yeah.
I said it's about
Joey has been egregiously scoring this the whole time, though.
Yeah, like I can't really argue with him.
But that gives us a combined score of a 2.508, which drops it in at number 188 out of 210 movies. Just behind Star Trek V, the Final the Final Frontier, at a 2.68, and just above Captain America from 1979 at a 2.5. So, pretty good company.
Well, it's not terrible.
It's below the other Gundam 2. That had a 2.845, so lower than that. Just saying.
They also just the repetitive of this movie of reminding us that it's kids going to war was exhausting.
Yeah.
That just repopped into my brain. I don't remember why. Anyway, if you want to hear more kids going to war, you can check out the other shows here on this network. Of course, the Comic Book Collective gets you your weekly dose of everything that we produce. You could hear it's just so much shit. You want me to talk about it? Here we go. Comic Book Rewind. Every other Saturday. I'm going to do it in reverse this time.
That's fine. I didn't realize what you're doing.
Yeah, Comic Book Rewind every other Saturday. Joey is bag and boarding, paper trading, all of the previous episodes of Comic Book Rundown. Of course, you can find Kamen Rider Chronicles every Monday and Thursday, where Joey's going over Zets and Ichigo, and then he's going to have his week of little 5-minute maybe episode teasers and excite little things.
Did not listen to today's episode?
I'm so behind on podcasts.
Okay, that's fine.
Dude, what the fuck is going on?
No, that's fair. That's fair. I called you out is why I asked.
Oh, I haven't yet. I will though. I'll check it out. I literally am, dude. I'm like 3 weeks behind on it because I'm literally working so much I don't have time to.
No, dude. Trust me. I've been there. I get it.
That being said, I am enjoying Joey's coverage of Zets and Ichigo on Kamen Rider Chronicles every Monday and Thursday, where he's going over the shows because hey, Kamen Rider's cool, but it is not dubbed. And therefore, you all have to actually pay attention, which nobody wants to do. So listen to Joey tell you what's going on whilst you do mindless prep work, for instance. It makes cutting zucchini go a lot faster. You know what I mean?
It makes building desks go a lot faster too.
That's true.
All right.
And of course, the only other show that actually matters other than this one is, of course, Getting Franchised, latest and greatest in media franchises and fandoms. I feel like we should throw in fandoms because we have kind of already fallen off the gimmick, which it wouldn't be us if we did. But I realized I was like, man, because I have some stuff planned coming down the pipeline. I go, oh, these aren't really franchises. This is more just the fandom. But I want to watch these movies, so it's kind of a mess. But the latest and greatest
Chuck, you're in charge. You do what you want to do, bud.
Yeah, I know, but
that's what Joey does. Vetoes great movies, makes us watch Gundam.
That's true. You don't know what movies I vetoed.
To be fair, Joey actually does have Final Say on my show because we are watching 3 movies.
That's right.
This coming up, of course, we are watching the trilogy, the only actual part of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't know. Pirates of some place south of America. Oh.
Yeah, one of Joey's favorite rides at Disney. I'm gonna.
It's a fun ass ride. I love it.
Of course, we are going to be deep diving essentially the first 3, the original trilogy. All the ones after that suck. We're going to do the first 3, and we're just going to kind of talk about, and Ron's going to come on for that, and we love him for it. We're going to talk about the overall story and its influences and all of that stuff, and probably just then go off topic like we usually do.
Us?
Yeah, right? Other than that, if you want to get a hold of Ron directly, you're going to go ahead and follow him, Good at This Game, on all social media. You can follow his art at Good Art This Game on all social media. If you want to own a piece of his art, well, get him directly. But if you want to put it on a t-shirt and wear it around and show how cool you are, you can go ahead and check the link in the show description to our TeePublic store, where you can get his newest design of what did you put up, Joe?
It should be the Borg Pro Union Borg.
The Pro Union Borg and the Moisture Cloister should also be up there.
Yes. Yes. I did send that in the group chat. You can put
it did send it to the group chat. You do have to. Joe, I guarantee you.
Oh, yep, there it is, right there. Sorry, literally first thing.
I promise you, Joe, you put that on a shirt, people are gonna buy it, man.
Jesus Christ, I didn't even think. Okay,
like don't ever put a reference to our show on it. Just post that specifically until Nintendo inevitably takes it down. That being said, of course, you can get a hold of us directly. comicbookrundown@gmail.com. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, hit the hype button, hit the bell for notifications for when all of the shows on our network go live for you. And of course, if you leave a comment below, we will in fact read it out, like this comment here.
Do I have one? No, I do not.
Oh.
That's a great comment.
I just assumed Simon had some comments.
Yeah, thanks, Simon. Once again, for whatever one Joe now inevitably edits in, he won't. That being said, recommendations this week, boys.
Don't go to a dentist before you podcast. My mouth has been numb for the last 2 hours.
When we first got on, I thought Joey had gotten punched in the face because his whole face is like swollen on that side.
Yeah.
And I was like, Joey, get up closer to the camera. And he gets up there. I'm like, did you get punched in the face? And he's like, no, I went to the dentist.
Yeah. They had put a cap on or fix a cap that had chipped off.
My recommendation is go to the dentist. Don't be me.
Go to the dentist, but like don't do it just before you podcast.
Yeah, but I haven't gone to the dentist in like a very long time, and I have a lot of cavities.
You know, I'm also going to piggyback off that and say, fuck our government for us not having universal health care to where we can afford to go to the dentist to get things taken care of.
Yeah, fuck insurance companies that don't make dentists dentistry medical in general. Yeah, it's not a base medical shit.
There should not be a medical, dental, and eye. It should all just be medical insurance because it's all medical problems.
Correct.
So fuck whoever came up with that. I hope that
capitalism should actually fuel dentistry because it keeps us alive longer.
Yeah,
and therefore we can work more. I'm just saying. Of course, as we all know, teeth health is actually generally connected to the your heart. Like you can have gingivitis poison your blood faster than you can pretty much anything else or something like that. Yeah, it's something. There is a link between like gum decay. It's
why people used to die so quickly when they had tooth problems back in the day.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty crazy. My recommendation: I'm going to take a break from Morkborg this week because I just played a new game and it was awesome, and I want to talk about it. It is called Void 1680 AM. I'm sure you've probably seen this. It is on top shelf. Tabletop, I think, is the main one of the main publishers. You can also get it at bannerlessgames.each.io or bannerless games. To give you a little 30-second pitch, I'm going to read the back. Void 1680 AM, speaking into the void. Night after night, you sit alone with your thoughts, your music, and your microphone. Whether you come to your radio show with somber attitude or joyful spirit, you use the music that moves you to etch something fleeting and beautiful into the big empty. You never know who is listening. There are voices within the darkness. With a deck of cards, a 6-sided die, and a stack of music, you will build a playlist, invent and interact with the callers who call the show. And involve their stories over as many broadcasts as you like. No matter their motivations, they simply must be heard. And in that way, you are very alike. Void 1680 AM includes the rules for a single session or an ongoing play, instructions on how instructions to have your show broadcast over the airways as an affiliate, which is actually super cool. It's like they have like a function where you can actually post your stuff. And even a way to add your voice to a library of callers that other DJs can use in their own games. This is a very, very cool tabletop role-playing game. It is solo, but you can definitely play with other people. Essentially, you can just if you want to get people into role-playing, like one-off sessions with like another person, like maybe you have a significant other who's thinks role-playing is kind of weird, but you can probably trick them into checking it out. This is probably the game for you. It is literally a playlist building game. I made a playlist based off of it. You use cards and you flip the cards, and then whatever the thing is, then you determine. So like if you flip a diamond, depending on what the number is, that's the caller that calls, and then you pick a song to match like whatever the prompt is. It is really fucking cool. There are people who like on Spotify who post their like playlists that they build from the game. It is super cool. It is super fun. Indie games are fucking rad as shit. Hey, there are better role playing games out there than Dungeons and Dragons. I implore you to constantly just grab it. I think this was like $20, not even. And I guarantee you have a deck of cards and a 6-sided die, and you have an endless streaming supply of music. So Void 1680 AM. I highly recommend checking it out. It was really fucking cool. And a great game.
Very
Joseph, you should stop telling people at the end of the show what we're going to listen to. That way, when we want to veto it, they'll never know.
He just heads it out.
I'm just saying.
So I just hit end right now?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I could do that.
So what we're going to watch next